So I'm Chris Bartlett, and I head up and in partnership with somebody else with Niche Dentistry. I also have a coffee business. Ultimately, what happened was, after being in this industry for over 40 years and working for big companies and spending a lot of time helping those companies develop sales teams and sales and growing the market for them, what I found was eventually I became more and more excluded from that sales journey, because you're managing people rather than helping customers achieve what they want to achieve. And so how did I get into the coffee side is that after working for, I think it was around 15-20 years for Dent Supply as the national sales manager, I'd left them and I headed up a company which was called Niche, and they helped people get to see the implant system Axiom, and that was great, and again had a little small sales team and it worked brilliantly well. However, Niche decided to sell out to Straumann, and that's then I'm back in the room now with a big corporate, with that big corporate stamp of how things need to be done. Strange enough, that happened when the lockdown happened. So this is where the coffee link comes in, because ultimately the lockdown happened in the March, and I'd taken early retirement by mutual consent with Straumann, so I wouldn't be in that corporate position. And I have a little French bulldog that we take for walks on the seafront, myself and my wife, and the thing I missed more than anything else during lockdown was a decent coffee. And people that know me know that I've had quite a few old vehicles over the years, and I had an old Volkswagen, they call it a bus, but basically it's called a crew cab, and I converted that to being a coffee van, and it meant that you could serve people out and about. And so even lockdown was on, everybody was entitled to their exercise, and you could actually legally sell people coffees. And so in 3 months I became a barista, converted the van, got all my certification, etc., and was making coffees on the seafront. Yeah. I mean, a lockdown, it was madness. You know, I've never been so scared. I've run sales teams of, 40, 50, 60, 70 people, but the most scariest thing was actually when I first made my first coffees for people who were queuing up at the van. And it was that successful that one of my sons was looking to come away from the work area that he was in, and so I built another van. So we had 2 vans, and they were really, really successful. I then honoured my restrictions of not coming back into dentistry for that year, and I really wanted to then, if I could, encompass the whole thing. So we needed a location for the 2 vans. I've always dreamt of having my office in a coffee shop, and also we needed an office because on the dental side we'd gone back into dentistry. And so ultimately I've done all of that in the one place. So where you see us now is actually where Niche Dentistry is as well. Yeah. I'd say Niche Dentistry is a partner that works with clinicians to get the best clinical outcomes and also manage the implant system currently in the UK market during all of those changes that have happened and will continue to happen. The only 2 ways you can get your product, if not already here in the marketplace, is Niche has sold their system to Straumann, who already had a foothold in whatever markets around the world. So instantly they have a foothold because they have a distributor and an owner. The other way is that you could go and talk to the retail people that sell lots of products, and they would have a distribution, and that distribution means that they are buying the product off the company, they are then putting it on their shelves and then selling it, and they are taking a margin of whatever they sell it for. The problem is being a dealer, because your span of expertise is everything, you don't actually end up selling a lot of any particular thing. So the companies like Niche, because we grew up on implants, we grew up in the implant market, and we are not trying to sell lots of other items with different strategies. What we do is we're able to be the agent to get them into the right people at the right time with a product that we believe in Niche suits the customer's needs. So it's completely different. And also none of the products and stuff are actually owned by us. So we're not taking margins here. And that makes a massive difference, massive difference. Yeah, we came up with a strategy because we were only 3 people. We came up with a strategy of, first of all, we're going to contact all the contacts that we've had for many, many years. And I reckon that could take us 2 years to actually fulfill that. But also we have great partnerships with media like yourselves. And ultimately we're about trying to not promote Niche or promote my plants. We're here about promoting the customers that bring it on board. So actually we have a campaign running where we're very, very visible. And a lot of people say to us, you look as if you're everywhere. We're only 3 people, but we look as if we're everywhere because we are picking customers everywhere that are enjoying the system, and then we are giving them as a portfolio in the magazine, not us. It's not about us. It's really about the actual customers using the products and us taking them through their journey of hopefully continuing to use them for many, many years to come. Well, we started off with just 2 people, and we're now up to 3 people, and we could become 4 people very, very soon. We see an organic growth. We are being recommended. We have a fantastic key opinion leader who's almost like the grandfather or godfather of implantology in Dr. Ashok Sethi. And the system itself is very much like the system that we first brought to the UK market over 25 years ago. But it has now 20-30 years worth of experience on what the modern market needs. So it's an upgraded version of what it was before. In fact, the actual inventors of the system actually are the ones that invented that original system 38 years ago, I think it was. So yeah, it shows you that if these guys are putting their faces and honouring it with becoming a badge, then it means that it must be a pretty good system too. And Niche's goal is to help that happen and make sure that it gets established well in the UK without becoming corporatised. What I really wanted to say is that if anybody is ever down in Worthing and either wants a coffee or a chat about implants, then please do. And we do. We have quite a few visitors come and see us, that friends that we've had for many years. And yeah, we're here and we're here to stay. And it's been over a year now. And the great news is nobody's sort of seen us as Niche Dentistry, because it's not about our badge. It's about the badge that we represent. And so yeah, come and see us if you're ever in the area. At least we can do you a decent latte.